Hi everyone, welcome back to the Closet Professor podcast. I'm your hostess Maria, and today I am super excited to introduce you to Alec. He's also Greek. Are you fluent?
I think I'm still in Greek, yeah.
He is a hypnotist, life coach, and attraction expert. So I have so many questions. Tell us about you.
Yeah, absolutely. So from ever since a young age, I've always been a self-improvement. I was always the guy that was the advice giver of the friend group. I was always the guy that people came to, whether it was for style, for confidence, for just any solution involved into upgrading their life, right? And I think we all have a gift from birth and it's up to us to follow it and chase it. But people can get distracted by it because there's a lot of obstacles that come on your journey, right? Unless people get so distracted and they settle for jobs they don't like, they settle for people they don't like. I decided every time I would try to avoid it, I would end up settling and not enjoying my career, whether it was whatever I did. I had so many jobs. So yeah, I just all the way went to follow my heart, my intuition. And until I just discovered all the modalities to it, hypnotism, different kinds of therapeutic techniques, different kinds of cognitive coaching to help people mentally. And of course, with that comes with being an attraction expert, because when you get your mind clean, you kind of get everything else clean.
That's true. So you said that you had this charisma, you have that talent.
Yeah.
And the issue I think nowadays is that not only we don't follow it, but we're not aware of it.
Yeah.
You know, like I studied fashion because I was really artistic and I was good at designing. I knew it wasn't my passion, but the problem like growing up in Greece is that when you go to high school, you don't have theater.
Yeah, the opportunities aren't there.
Exactly. So I wasn't even aware of, you know what, I would like to go into like maybe theater or podcasting. It wasn't a thing back then.
No.
But like maybe presenting.
Yeah.
So we were
Like
very focused on like, you have to study ancient Greek, maths, physics, and we do it in like a very high level. But I think what helped me is trying different things and being open and thinking outside of the box.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, I would be in a completely different industry right now, probably not enjoying myself, as you mentioned earlier.
100%.
But again, hypnotist is not something that you hear every day.
No.
So how did you come across this area?
It's a great question, yeah. So I was working as a personal trainer at a gym, and
Well done that.
we've all been there. So stomping grounds. And yeah, I mean, I was one of the top trainers. It was going amazing. And one of my clients was a hypnotherapist.
Oh, okay.
And she'd always bring it up, like her job and what she does. And I'm like, hold on, can you explain to me what this is? I've never heard of it. And once she explained it to me, I was like, hold on, I use a lot of these techniques already without even knowing what hypnotism even was, So I was like, I have to learn more about it. Maybe it's just something naturally that was inside of me. But then I went to school for it. There was a school called HMI, College of Hypnotherapy.
So there is a course.
Yeah, there's a college. Yeah. Yeah, there's literally a school for it. And what's funny is the guy that founded the school is Greek. Gabas, his last name. So I was like,
We're everywhere. So
now I have to go. When I saw that, I was like, it's a sign, And yeah, I mean, they have advanced training and it taught me really well. I still even take courses in there to always keep my mind sharp.
right.
And that's just something I adopted, and people love it. People seem to love it. People get great results, and I enjoy it so much.
I love that.
Yeah.
So you were not aware before you met that lady?
No, I almost did not even know a thing about it. Yeah.
But you were using those techniques without even knowing. So that is a gift.
Yeah, whether it was from the books I read and it just like stuck with me, or just different techniques I'd use and I'd see what would work, I would keep going with that. Whatever it was, though, I just already had that element. But of course, learning it, you just gather more.
Develop that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Become better.
And from hypnotist, how did you get into, were you always interested in understanding like relationships, the differences between like, I don't know, men and women, how we see relationships, how we can become better, how we can become more attractive? Were you always like interested in that?
Totally. Okay. Always, since I was young. I mean, I guess I started dating younger than a lot of people.
How old were you?
I was like 14 years old when I had my first girlfriend. I was like the youngest guy in all of my high school.
Little playboy out there.
Yeah, I guess so. We don't accept that title, but yeah, I'm joking. But yeah, and I guess I would always wonder, like, what is like the most important things people like will dedicate their life to getting? It's a good job, something they like and can pay the bills, and it's a partner they actually like and can tolerate, right?
Right.
And so I was like, okay, so at my first relationship at 14, I was like, this is something people can try for years to just get a stable girlfriend for a long time, you know, and can't get it.
Yeah.
And I was like, why was it fairly easy for me? You know, of course I had my bumps in the road. And of course in a relationship after the relationship, I would learn more and more. I would learn more about myself, about people in general. And I mean, to be good at something, I feel like it's experience, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so after a couple relationships, I was like, man, like I definitely have done this more than the average human. And I can help guide people. I've had good relationship, bad ones, and I know what works, what doesn't.
Right. But I love how you were mature about it, because a lot of people can go through relationships and be like, oh my God, no, it was definitely not my fault. I'm perfect.
Or give up.
Or yeah, because they don't want to, I guess, develop
Yes.
progress.
Exactly.
So that's interesting that you were very young, but at the same time, very mature. So I want to ask, do you have somebody like a role model that you looked up to that helped you become mature, or was it only experiences?
To help me become who I am? Okay, yeah. That's a good question. Honestly, for the longest time, I don't know if this is arrogance or because I was stubborn, I did not like to say I had any role models. So I was like, I'm only me. I'm my self-made man. I don't listen to anybody.
Okay.
I don't have a single person I can owe a lot of this to. But there are some people I would follow, of course, that would give me the courage to go out and take risks. I feel like it's so important to when you're trying to follow something, you have to find people that are already in the same field as you and are successful in it, and that gives you more courage. You're like, I'm not alone, right?
Yeah.
As humans, being alone feels unsafe. You know, it feels dangerous. So yeah, I definitely have a lot of guys I follow. I mean, Greg Braden was a good. He's a scientist and a hypnotist, life coach. He's everything. He's neuroscientist. He's a genius. I went to a couple of his seminars. And,
Here in LA?
yes, at what's the theater called? It's theater in Beverly Hills, the Taban Theater or something like that. It's a very nice one. Yeah, for dating, I had another guy, Owen Cook. I went to a couple of his mentorship seminars. You always got to keep learning. You know, I haven't stopped.
Yeah, I can totally relate to that, because when I got into the fitness industry, I did study, took the certification that I needed, but
Me too, yeah.
teach me anything. It was like my own research,
Yeah.
About nutrition, also competing. So I would say doing my own research and going through a competition.
Yes.
So many things. But of course, having a degree, I didn't even know you can take a degree in like hypnosis.
I know.
At one point,
It's
yeah.
crazy. So LA's so amazing. You can find out everything.
You find so really interesting things that you can get, knowledge, education, and that's something that I couldn't find in Miami. That there's not a lot, but here is crazy. There's always events, especially like where you live now.
Yeah.
Up in Hollywood, because down in the South Bay, I don't think there's a lot of going on.
No.
So you said that you studied, you have a degree, not degree, but like a certificate,
yeah.
certification
Diploma, yeah.
in hypnosis.
Yeah.
And then is there a certification in life coaching or relationship or?
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people that on their Instagram, they'd be like, I'm a life coach, but I don't know if that they know more than me. Because nowadays, everybody can say I'm a fitness model
Everybody can.
just because they have like a pair of leggings
That's so
and they go
true.
to the gym.
That's
So
true.
how can we know that, hey, Alec is actually legit? Like he knows what he's talking about. Having said that,
Yeah.
if you see his videos, you know that he
Thank
knows what he's talking about, especially on your TikTok. But yeah, how can we know?
It's a great question. Yeah, and especially in a place like LA, people can throw around these terms like it's nothing. It's actor, model, life coach, everybody. It's crazy. And you can get certified. I have a certification in being a life coach. I don't even talk about it. You're probably one of the few people that knows this. I just did it to see what it's about. like you said, it's not going to really help you in the career of being a life coach. Like
Right.
the certification doesn't mean much to me, honestly. It's the impact you can have on people. A way to see how somebody can be good, right?
And not a
And
scam.
not a scammer is really look at their page, look at their websites, look at their page, Google them. That's how you can differentiate it. See if there's like, they have a decent amount of followers. It doesn't have to be crazy, but a decent amount. And be true to yourself. Look at the person. Like, is this person aligned with me? Do I like how they dress? Kind of the energy they put off in their videos.
Right.
Are they similar? Do I think they can help me? Book a call with them. People usually do free calls. Doctors, lawyers, everybody does a free call, you know what I mean? To kind of before their service.
Okay.
See how you guys interact before you give them any money.
Like the connection.
The connection.
Okay.
Yeah, I always do that. I always do a free call all the time. I always do what? Like, I'll do anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes.
Okay.
I'll talk to the person.
I mean, that's good because it's like interviewing you. If
Yeah.
somebody wants to hire you.
It's a double to see if I want to
But
take them.
some people, I must say that they are very talented at selling things.
Oh, yeah.
And they're
That's
convinced. And if somebody's in need, and they're kind of desperate, they might like grab on that opportunity and they
okay.
get scammed.
Let me go on that. That's amazing. Yeah, there's so many high ticket sellers in LA, Miami, Vegas. It's crazy. I've had an experience where I got closed for, I think it was like $2,500 from a high ticket salesman. But 3 years ago, when I was building my clothing brand business,
Oh,
and
I didn't know about
I've
that.
done a lot. Yeah, and it was kind of it was annoying because like he didn't give me any value. He just kind of took my money and worked with me, but didn't do shit really.
Sorry.
And what I can say is when you see them pressuring for the sale, like they're just like, if you're like, I don't have to think about it, like, why do you think about it? We spent so much time together already in this call, like this, and this. When you can literally see through the techniques and you feel a weird gut feeling, we all get a gut feeling, so we're trying to sell us, that's when you just hang up the phone. You don't even talk to them, Because me, I don't care if you're working or not. I'll advise you. I'm like, okay, well, it would be nice to work together because you said you wanted to make the change. Like, what's really the problem here?
Yeah.
Because some people psychologically psych themselves out when they see a good opportunity. So I'll be there to guide them. Like, are you sure you're not ready for this?
Oh, okay.
Some people can do that. It's like
Yeah.
you can see your dream person in front of you and you want to approach them. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
correct.
It's the same deal with improving yourself. So, but if they push too hard, like you say one no, two objections in a row, and they're still going,
Right.
leave it.
Oh, for me, I totally agree with you. I'm the opposite. I hate salesmen.
Yeah.
I'm like the worst when it comes to that. It's like the moment they're pressuring me, for me, it's a massive
Yeah.
red flag. I hate it. Turns me off right away. But I've seen that other people, especially when they are in need, they'll be like, oh, and they need that little push. And
Yeah,
that's when they get scammed.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, just be careful.
Sad, yeah.
As I've said, the moment they start pressuring, and I think the moment they are talking about money,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's like another red flag. Be careful out there. It's insane.
Yeah. And there's definitely a lot of shady salespeople in LA. And I don't like them because it ruins everybody else's business. The
And
people
your
are-
reputation of the
the
industry.
people that are trying to do good,
Exactly.
Like there's a famous hypnotist in LA as well. I'm not going to name drop him right now, but he is a scammer,
Oh, it is.
Yeah, and he's one of the biggest names in LA specifically for hypnotism. He knows what he's doing. He's fairly good at it, but he does screw people over all the time. And I've met people that know him, and they tell me the same exact. It just, and then people are like, "Oh, you're a hypnotist. Do you know him?" Like, yeah, I do, but I'm not close with him. Yeah,
So
because
he's very popular, but at the same time,
he's not in the good way. Like there's crooked lawyers, there's bad doctors. Like whatever you find, you always find somebody bad in the field that kind of ruins everybody else. But you just have to keep putting yourself authentically, be patient, and the people will come.
right. That's interesting. So I want to ask you, what is the difference between hypnosis and hypnotherapy?
Amazing question. Hypnosis is like the art. It's the modality of the therapy itself. Hypnotherapy is more of the occupation itself. So the difference between hypnotherapist and hypnotist, that's the difference. So every hypnotist isn't a hypnotherapist, but every hypnotherapist,
It's not a hypnotist.
yes,
So everything is under the umbrella of hypnosis?
yes, but every hypnotherapist is a hypnotist.
Okay.
That makes sense? Hypnotherapy is like the next step above.
Okay.
As a hypnotherapist, you are certified. You went to school or some training for it. Hypnotist, you don't have to be.
Okay.
Yeah, hypnotist, you can just announce yourself as it, do your own research. It's like calling yourself an image consultant. It's yeah.
So
Does that make sense?
we're gonna test it actually.
Yes.
I forgot to mention that we are hopefully gonna have enough time to perform a little hypnosis session on me live for you guys. I'm excited actually.
It's gonna be a lot of
I'm
fun.
excited. I was waiting for it. My mom actually told me because I told her about our episode, and it's like, of course, Mary. Didn't you know that hypnosis is like one of the most ancient therapies?
So ancient Greece.
In every hospital, there was a room dedicated to that.
I know.
And it's like, oh, my mom sounds cool right now. That's
Right. My mom's the same way. It's funny. I'm like, how did? Yeah.
I don't know about that. I'm gonna share my experience. I've tried before. It was a hypnotherapy session. I don't know if I was at the right state, if I got into the right hypnosis state.
Okay.
I don't feel, it did make me feel very relaxed, I'm not gonna lie, but it didn't really help me with my issue. And my issue is a little harder to explain. It's anxiety, but it's more like a physical thing. Because I don't believe that I have a very worn mind. I can have this overwhelming feeling by watching TV come out of nowhere. So what my therapist told me back then to make me understand is that my body's after some traumatic experience with a narcissist boyfriend that I had.
Venting it out.
I had my first panic attack. Before that, I never had anxiety or panic attacks. And after that, it's like muscle memory. My body knows, and it's kind of like ultra sensitive. So things like big lights like that, like this ones, they can cause me like going in a store that it has a lot of lights.
Yeah.
So like things from outside, like stimuli, my body doesn't process very properly, and it will set the alarm.
Yeah.
Like it's called like a false alarm. So that's the reason why I didn't want to take any kind of like prescriptions, drugs, and I wanted to try something more holistic again.
Yes.
So
I respect that.
I reached out and I tried, but again, I don't know if I did properly. And
It was a one session?
it was one session, and then I've done like a Zoom session, but I didn't feel connected at all. I don't believe in like I believe in Zoom, but when it comes to something like that, you want a connection with that other person.
I 100% agree. I do Zoom sometimes, because some people will ask me for it.
Okay, so it can work for them.
Because they live farther away. And I feel like once you're decent enough, you can still try your best to connect with them. I still get some results on Zoom, but I'm much more of an in-person kind of guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I believe in that.
I believe in it too. I think you get better results that way. But some people can still get amazing results on Zoom.
Okay.
And yeah, what you're telling me is like, you had this experience with the ex-boyfriends that kind of gave you this psychological like trauma in your subconscious.
It became more physical.
Yes, and it manifests in your body.
Yes, and the thing is, like, I've worked on the trauma. Like, I have, I'm not mad at him. Like, I've forgiven him, and it's not something that makes me uncomfortable even thinking about. It's like I actually seen this experience as learning. Like, it really made me fly up today. But the problem is that those physical things that they can be very intense have stayed. And it's like, how do I reset my body? And I want to ask if hypnosis can help me reset my nervous system, I guess, and get rid of this thing called anxiety.
Absolutely. 100%. That's right.
Do you think you can help me with that?
Definitely. I have to ask you a couple questions.
Yes.
And then absolutely, so I can get a...
And my last question when it comes to hypnosis is hypnosis something it can be guided, or can somebody come to this state themselves?
Great question. So there is something called self-hypnosis, which is you basically doing the hypnosis on yourself, right? So you can inflict this state on your own individually. But people will always start with a guidance, right? Person to guide it. Because especially in the beginning states, because you have to study it a bit.
You have to understand what it is, first of all.
Yeah, you have to understand what it is. You have to study it. You have to get comfortable with it. Because think about it this way. if you have a task to self-improve in any sort of way, say the gym, you're more likely to show up at the gym and give it your all with a personal trainer than if you were to go alone. That's the truth, right? So, of course, some people can just do it like that, boom, boom, boom. And a lot of people can honestly get better results with a personal trainer, even if they're already fit. Whether it's mobility, you know, today have bodybuilders.
Form.
Bodybuilders are huge, but they can have sore joints. Personal trainer can help you with that. Getting leaner, whatever it is. Same with hypnosis. We can always guide you into a spot that's a little more comfortable for you, a little more of a breakthrough, but you can do it on yourself. I always advise to reinforce the state. After a session, like what we're going to do, tap into it later in the day or the next day and try to do it on yourself.
Okay.
Play it back. Try to do the breathing
not like
techniques.
practicing.
You have to get familiar with it, right?
Mhm.
Because it's a muscle. Our mind is a muscle like everything else, and you have to always. Because I always ask this to my clients when I have a consultation, the first consultation, or people want to do a group call.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, "Who here has tried meditation before?" Oh, they raise hands.
Oh my God.
Who here gave up after their first time because the worst experience? You just had all these intrusive thoughts. You couldn't focus. You couldn't relax. Raise their hand again. That's the thing. There's my answer. You have to keep doing it.
I was actually going to ask you earlier, is it similar, like the meditation state to the hypnosis state?
Yes.
Because that's something I did an acting class, and we did 45 minutes of meditation.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never taken drugs in my life, but when I left, I think I was high.
Yeah.
And I told it was not as something that I was familiar with. And I'm like, this is probably me being high right now.
Yes.
So it has similarities?
Very, very similar. Very similar.
Oh, right. So what we were saying.
Yeah. You were talking about.
That I'm not a very good podcast. I don't remember, but what do you want to start with? Because we wanted to do the hypnotherapy session live.
Yes.
And so you can walk us through every step, and I'll try this time to. Oh, we were talking about meditation, how similar it is.
There you go.
But yeah, said that it's very similar, and that you need somebody to guide you, because nobody can do it themselves, especially if you've never done meditation before. Definitely to understand what it is, the steps. But at some point, maybe you manage to do it.
That's the goal. The goal is to be able to do it on your own. That's the thing. Because think about this. So a lot of famous athletes, actors, high performers, right? A lot of them use a hypnotist. They just don't. That's their secret weapon. Like Kobe Bryant used one. Sylvester Stallone has used one before the role Rambo. It's like their secret weapon, because this is something to tap them into a different part of their mind. And that can help them be Rambo. It can help them play more intensely on their floor. Maybe they gave them an alter ego, And then eventually, with time, if you're focused enough on it and you care enough, you can enforce this state on your own. So that's when you hear like the saying, I don't know if you heard, like people in football, when I cross the field, like when I go from the benches to the field, I'm a different human, right? I'm different. I'm here to play. That's a form of hypnosis.
That's interesting.
How your mental state can just change from that instant.
Like your alter ego.
Yes, and that's why we use snapping. It's a signal, like, okay, now we're making the change.
Oh,
so
wow.
You get to the point where you do it enough and you can hear a snap and like you'll almost be triggered, right? Of course, movies can throw it out of proportion and like act like it's all brainwashing and stuff. That's just for fun. That's not even that.
But again, it's really hard. And that's another question I wanted to ask you. Because sometimes before I present or I do my podcast or I work on the other podcast, I get in my head too much.
Yeah.
And I'm like, am I going to black out? And I'm going to forget. And like, I'm foggy. And that's happening literally when they're setting up the camera. And I'm like, I wish if I didn't have this whole pre-thinking, I would enjoy it way more.
Way more.
And I'm like, why do I have to suffer if I enjoy what I'm doing? But I wanted to ask you, will hypnosis help us get out of our head and tap into that alter ego before we go on set?
Yeah.
That would be really, really helpful, actually.
Absolutely. It can make a night and day difference. Because hypnosis is something that can get you out of your body of it, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
Because we're so focused on inside, like me, right?
Out of my head. I want to get out of my head.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
and my thoughts and my doubts and all comes right before we start.
Exactly. When you're going to enforce this state, that's what helps getting it out of your body a little bit.
And force
More
my state.
present in the moment. That's what you want to be.
This is the one that I'm struggling the most, like
Yeah.
being present.
Have you read? It's okay if you haven't. A lot of people haven't. The Power of Now, by any chance?
No.
It's an amazing book. It does not specifically mention hypnosis. It's by Eckhart Tolle. Power of Now.
Oh wait, because my sister has been talking about
Eckhart
him
Tolle.
so
He's
much.
a popular guy.
Yes.
But there's a couple pages in the book. Well, it talks about presence and the power of now, obviously. But it has you do a meditation on yourself, basically a self-hypnosis. And it talks about imagining bioluminescence around you. And your eyes are closed. And as you inhale, the bioluminescence is slowly filling you up and coming into your body until you are one and you were just like radiating that color that you met. And when you're doing this, you literally feel lighter. You'll literally find yourself visualizing this energy coming inside of you. And then when you snap out of it,
She gives some goosebumps.
yeah.
No, seriously.
No, I'm glad. I'm glad you're understanding. And when you literally wake up from it, you are just in a different spot than you were before. And that's just enough to make a change. Just to be in a different spot than you were 10, 15 minutes ago. What else could you ask for? You know, a lot of people will ask for, like, I want to be a different human. Give me 1 hour of your time. Okay, I'm not a magician. I'm not a god, you know, but I can make enough of a change in just that.
A different woman in terms of what? It's like addictions.
And say it again?
In a different person. Sorry, a different person in terms of what? Because you said
Whatever they want. A different person in their relation to a different person, how they feel about themselves.
Oh, okay.
I mean, quitting smoke,
Quit smoking. I know that hypnosis can help with
that's a
that.
huge one. That's pretty quick.
But changing everything that who they are, that would be therapy, right? Would you recommend somebody if they're asking you like these questions, like this really hard things to change, that it's mostly like therapy than?
So I would actually, not to even vouch for myself, I would always go for hypnotherapy over talk therapy. Always.
Okay.
Because in hypnotherapy, say we have an hour session, 13 to 25 minutes is the hypnosis. Okay. The rest is talking,
Okay.
is figuring out what.
So it is therapy.
It is therapy.
Okay.
Of course, that's why it's in the name, you know, like that's why hypnotist and hypnotherapist, there's a difference, right? That's where it comes into play. And like I didn't have just like teach the hypnotism. I had teachers that had the professors that were, you know, like they had their PhD in psychology or their masters or whatever it was, or they were experienced social workers, psychotherapists. We learn, like, especially people that go to the school and get the certification in hypnotherapy, we learn all this stuff, honestly, if not more. My sister, she lives in North Carolina with her husband, and she is a school psychologist. So she done her master's, everything like that. And she got educated, but all she does is evaluate kids. I love the great job, you know. It's good for her.
Especially nowadays.
No shade, but it's just like she does nothing with psychology pretty much. She just evaluates IQs,
Right.
right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all the route you take. In talk therapy, I always ask people the same question. If you've had your therapist for over 3 years, what are you pretty much doing? I can see you in 3 years. That's fine, you know,
Right.
but people work with them usually every week. Where's the change happening?
Yeah.
You know?
No, I understand that. I never believed in therapy was until I had to go back to Greece to get like together. Yeah, because it was like this narcissistic boyfriend, and I started having panic attacks. I didn't know what it was. Had anxiety, so my mom was like, "You're coming back to Greece, and you're gonna see a therapist." And I only did it for her, but she actually helped me because I was scared to leave my house.
Mhm.
So
She did help
for-
you.
yes,
Good.
100%. But it was a point that's it's like she told me we're not doing any more sessions. I gave you all the tools.
See, that's a great therapist, though.
Yes, and I
That's the thing.
appreciate that. I can't find that here.
No, you can't.
I cannot like
Because-
I tried. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt.
No, you don't.
But I tried in Miami, and she was going around, and I'm like, yes, I enjoyed the talk because he was like talking to a friend.
That's the thing.
But $100 an hour
Talk to a friend.
for, yes, and you're not giving me anything, any tools.
No, no.
Or she would tell me, I can't give you anything right now. Like, you have to see somebody else. And that's really discouraged
It's terrible.
from trying to find help in a therapist here.
Yeah, and I'm sorry to hear that. And that's the truth. I mean, people in America, especially therapists, I feel like they vulture and feed off of that. They know it's such a big country, and there's certain people that are really suffering in the mental health department, especially in America, of all places. We're so technologically advanced. There's so many different things that take place, and that's they milk it. They try to waste through. They try to hold you on for as long as they can, and they play too close to the book. It's like, oh, if a good therapist can not go off record, but can maybe say something that can really change your life, like they want to go strictly to the book of like, oh, this might be not professional of me to say or whatever it is. But they're taking it too literally, like robots almost. Like let's just talk as friends. Let's talk therapy. It's not gonna really help you. You had a good therapist in Greece. They told you we're done here. That's amazing. That's rare.
But she she challenged me a lot. I did cognitive and exposure therapy.
That's amazing.
And I know that works for me. Exposure,
Desensitizing yourself a little bit.
100%. But unfortunately, for some reason, I can't apply when it comes to my anxiety before like recording because my fear manifests. Like I do get blacked out before I start, So, because I was thinking the more I do it, I'll become more comfortable. And for some reason, it's not the case. And that's why I wanted to ask you, how can I get out of my head? Because
specifically for content creation.
I'm going to do it again. I'm going to get used to it. It manifests itself. And the moment I sit, like my body remembers that fear and it manifests again. So sometimes I want to say that exposure therapy can work, but like with driving, but with some other things, it's impossible.
Okay, so far, what you were thinking of doing is the law of repetition. Keep doing it until it gets better, right?
Yes.
Makes complete sense. But now, because every podcast you do or whatever content creation, artwork you do, you also attach that with anxiety. That's what's stuck in your head. It's like, well,
yes,
you're subconsciously you know that whenever you're going to go onto it, your anxiety's going to spike, right? So it's also a lot of repetition. So now that's kind of embedded in you as well. Right? So it's a double trigger. It's like it's also reverse affected. So now what we have to do is do the law of association. That's another one. Law of association. That's a big one.
Association.
Mm-hmm. And that's with associating your equipment here, the environment, with a more comfortable energy and vibe. Like you want to think of it as like when I come here to film, I'm in my safe zone. This is comfortable. I know this place. This is safe. I associate this environment with warmth, with almost like a pleasant, light, freeing feeling.
Right.
Because I have this time to take to myself and to learn to get to know somebody else. This is a blessing. This is amazing. It's feeling the gratitude around it. And not just almost like, I hope it goes well. Like, I hope the presentation's good. I hope Alec looks good and I look good too, It's a whole reframe of it. That's with hypnosis, you have to train your mind around too. So then you start seeing it. Like when you see the field, you're the animal in the field, right? That's what we have to do here. Okay, that's what we're gonna work on.
The crazy thing about the whole like recording is that I get it before we start filming, and then I feel that my alter ego comes.
Yes.
That's why I'm like, and I've said it before. It's like you have no idea, like, and especially when I record for the other podcast for Dr. J and Joyce Core. It looks like I know exactly what I'm talking about. I look very confident. And I was telling my sister, you have no idea how I was feeling inside before we start recording. And I'm like, that is very interesting. But again, it's like I enjoyed so much. Like right now, we're flowing and I love it. It's like the time before.
Like especially probably
exhausting.
Yeah.
It's torture.
Mentally, yeah.
I enjoy what I do, but it's But I have to deassociate the preparation, I guess. I don't know.
So I'm assuming definitely, like commonly you get it in like the hour prior. That's when it spikes.
That is the worst.
That's the worst.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes. That's very common because there's anticipation. There's an expectation almost but it's subconscious. Maybe you're not logically thinking of it like, I hope it goes over, but it's in your mind. We're, especially in modern day, we all want to be performers. We all want to look good. We all want to impress and not embarrass ourselves, right? And at like evolutionary times, we didn't all evolve from monkeys, but we grew up around them. I'm religious myself, but of course. But what it meant back then to not perform at your best and show up as your best self was possible death from the tribe. We're all tribes.
Yeah.
Or an embarrassment or excommunication, your reputation's damaged.
Right.
Here, people can literally say the worst, disgusting thing on social media.
And they do.
And they do. And then the next day, act like the most godly person. And they'll still get attention.
Right.
Maybe they'll get some haters, but they'll also get some people that are fooled and like, oh, maybe they changed in a day. We have to get that out of our head.
I know. But what if it's a self-criticism is it's my biggest fear? It's like, I feel that I am the worst critic of myself.
Yes.
What do we do in this situation?
Yes. We have to dive deep into childhood. That's where a lot of it starts. I'm assuming you have a good relationship with your mother, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, with my mom, like.
How about your father? No.
Not that great. No.
Okay, not that great. So with your mother, you and your sister were probably her blessings. Like you guys probably were like,
Yes.
like she was either pride and joy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And with that, sometimes you have to act not a certain way. But you have to always feel like you're being your best self for that person. And when you're someone's pride and joy, their blessing, you have to be almost the golden child. And when you carry this mindset on to different aspects of life, you aren't really being yourself truly. You're being that person that you thought somebody else would like. And that's you get disconnected from yourself.
It makes so much sense. I have no idea.
I'm glad. Yeah. And that's you get disconnected from yourself until you almost forgot who the hell you really are. Right? That's the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, my parents got a divorce when I was really young. And because my mom, it was a lot on her, and I saw her like very depressed and everything. I felt that I had to be the fun factor in the house.
Exactly. That
And
little bundle of joy.
but I had to push all that down, and it only came up when I moved to London.
Mm-hmm.
I started crying out of nowhere. And there was another thing that I can remember. A close friend of mine passed away, and
Sorry.
I was numb. I didn't cry. I'm like, what a monster am I? Nothing. 4 years later, I'm in London. Out of nowhere, I told my sister, oh my God, Emilio's died. And she's like, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And for me, it's when I allowed myself to understand and to feel it. And if I pushed it down.
It's all dysregulated. Absolutely. Because you're a little out of touch with yourself.
A lot.
Yeah. Moving to London, was that your first time out of Greece?
Yes.
There you go.
I was 15.
That's why I asked, because that's your first time away from that image that you had with your mother, whatever. And God bless her. We love our mothers, It's not their fault.
It's not.
We kind of put that upon ourselves because we're kids. We don't know any better.
We didn't know any better. I thought that I had to protect
Exactly.
her again.
And this is a very common case for many people.
Oh, wow.
I'd say from 50 years old and under. Because the prior generation had a difficult life. A lot of people, their parents migrated here. They had to put up with so much shit. They were more hard on the kids because of it. They had a tough relationship with their parents above them, and more abuse. But then, say like our parents, they were in a somewhat more progressive generation where abuse was tolerated, this, and this, right? And we on the other side of the equation. So our parents were more of the abusers, right? More strict.
They're strict.
Yes. And our generation's not like that at all anymore. Does that make sense?
Yes, 100%.
The dynamic's different.
100%.
Yeah, so our parents have that trauma, and it's difficult for them to be the parent they really want to. And it can vent out in different ways in the marriage or with the kids.
Right.
And then we want to be that sense of joy to them, to kind of take them out of that space. Because we know they're good people. They just have a lot of stuff in their head too,
Right.
know?
The thing is, back then, I wasn't really close to my mom. Like, we were not best friends. And it took a lot of years. for me to understand that she was going through a lot,
Of course.
and I don't know how I would have reacted if I had to raise her kids by myself,
Oh, exactly.
I don't know. I wouldn't be here for sure. But yeah, so I had a conversation with her, and after that we were special.
Exactly.
Yeah, but she had to become very strict and very cold when we were growing up because she had everything on
So much
on her
better.
plate. Yeah.
Exactly. It must have so refreshing to kind of just communicate, talk about it, and like, oh my God, finally it's
But now she's really like best friends.
yeah, that's
I'm
amazing.
super excited. She's coming next week. I'm gonna have her on the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Probably, I guess.
But I don't know if we have enough time. But should we try to do a part of the hypnosis?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. Okay. Would you mind sitting right here?
Oh yeah.
You'll be straight. I'll probably be standing and sitting. Okay. So obviously I kind of myth busted to the camera. You're not gonna be unconscious. You're not gonna fall asleep. That's what people think is gonna happen, and they'll try to resist it. Like, oh, I'm not mentally weak. I'm not gonna pass out. You're still be in control of your body. Okay. You'll still be in control. You're not gonna lose control. I'm just guiding you to a state. It's being cooperative. Like talk therapy, you have to tell them your problem, or else they can't help you. They're not gonna read your mind, right? It's getting you in a deep state of relaxation, so you can kind of calm your body, your nervous system, which then calms your conscious mind. So then your subconscious mind is more receptive, and we can enforce a new pattern in your mind, okay? So today, I want to work on more on just kind of that relief, right? That
Yes,
anxiety
that sounds
relief.
really good.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're gonna strive for in like a little 15, whatever, 10 minutes we got, okay? We'll just show the camera a bit. Okay, so what I want you to do is just relax more. Are you relaxed right now? Are you open? I want you to feel open, relaxed. The camera thinks you're beautiful. There's nothing to show. We're just here to enjoy ourselves, okay? And I'd like for you to hold my hand here, okay? And relax your arm completely, like a rag doll, okay? Just all the way. The more you relax it, the better we can get in this state, okay? And as you're relaxing your arm, I'd like you to focus on my finger here. I'd like to get this. Focus on my finger and just follow it. And don't move your head, just your eyes. And as you keep following it, notice how your vision can start to blur just a little bit, like you're staring into a flame of a candle as it sways back and forth. And when I suggest the word sleep, so just close your eyes and you'll get into a deeper state of relaxation. Not yet. Keep your eyes open. I know your eyelids are fluttering. It's normal to swallow at this time. A lot of people do. Their lips may feel dry. As you're here, sleep. All the way down. Just relax your head all the way down. Calming down, letting go of everything. And take an inhale for me as your eyes are closed through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. You can do one more. Inhale through your nose and hold at the top. Hold. And as I drop your hand, you can exhale and exhale more. Relaxing deeper and deeper, going all the way down. Sleep, 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 all the way down. Now, I want you to imagine is yourself in your head. And as you're in your head, everything is blank. You are by yourself, Maria, in a blank space. And make sure your face is relaxed. All your little eye muscles. The lights around you are warm. They only make you feel warmer. This warm feeling goes from the top of your head, oozing down all the way to the tips of your toes. Like a radiant feeling of energy filling you up. And as you come back into your head in the middle here, I'd like for you to envision yourself. Maybe it's you as a kid, maybe it's you now. I'll give you the freedom to choose. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. And envision a staircase. Envision the staircase as detailed as you can. Maybe it's wooden, maybe it's marble, maybe there's a railing. I'd like it to be numbered from 10 all the way to 1, which is the last step. 10 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Maybe the numbers are highlighted, maybe they're normal. Keeping this warm feeling inside of you, this calm, relaxed feeling, this safety and security of just being alone in your head, letting everything else disappear around you. A warm blanket is wrapped around you from head to toe. As at the top of this step, take a deep breath in and exhale like you're blowing out a candle. Take your first step down to 9. And at the bottom of those steps, as you look down, is your happy place. Maybe it's Greece. Maybe it's a nice calm environment with your friends. But it's waiting for you down there, where your mind can just feel at peace. And you can just chill and relax. Someone will have a smile and you can just envision it so brightly. But now stepping down to 8, we are working to getting you more and more alive, electric in your body, free of anything holding you down. Going down to 7, every exhale is pushing away any feeling of anxiety pent up in your body, any tension. And 6, getting closer and closer. Now 5, stepping on to 4, seeing yourself go on to 3, 2, not just yet, we're almost at our place. We can reach our peak state. 3, calm, happiness. And 1, we're slowly feeling ourselves emerge in this happy place, feeling vibrant, electric, ourselves, happy, in a beautiful state, smelling the air, feeling the environment around us, the temperatures. We are completely encapsulated in it. And as I count you up, you will take the state with a deep breath in and carry it on with you for the rest of your day. And 1, breathing it in, anchoring it deeper into our bodies. 2, slowly becoming aware of our surroundings, getting deeper into our body and closing the door to our subconscious. 3, 4, and 5, eyes open wide awake. And we're here back in the room.
We're still there, but ooh.
Yeah, you're still there, huh?
Oh my God.
Interesting experience. How was that?
I knew when you said happy place, and exactly where I was going.
Yeah, I saw the smile on
I've
your
been there
face.
in a while.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yes.
Wow, describe for the camera. Where were you?
Andros.
Andros.
Yeah, so
Again.
it's my happy place because, and I realized that when I moved to London, when I had dreams about Greece, it was never where I grew up or the house in my hometown. It was where we used to go when we were a family all together, my dad's island for summertime. Sorry,
It's amazing. I'm gonna wake you up a little bit.
yeah, so that was that's always
Amazing. And see, what I'll do sometimes is, let me see your hand. And I'll hold it up right here. And you open up your palm, look at the lines, look at a point on it, and lock in on that point. Focus on your hand right here. Find this point. As you hold it up and gravity's working in our favor, as your hand moves down to your face, you wonder if your hand's coming close to your face or is it your arm pushing? Your forehead, you can just sleep all the way down, relax, and calm down.
So that's like if I want to do it self.
That's what I'll do for like a to see how suggestible somebody is to the whole process and how the more you do it. So I'll do a session sometimes with somebody for an hour, and like I said, some of it's talk, some of it's hypnosis, and I'll get them into a journey, wake them up, and then I'll put them back in.
Oh, okay.
Wake up and put them back in.
And that's
how
for
they get
practice.
Yeah,
That's how they can
how to get used to it.
to get used to it.
Yeah, you have to condition your body.
Right.
You know.
So funny thing that because we mentioned earlier anxiety and that I feel tense. A lot of times when I start having like, oh, it's gonna go okay, like when I start feeling uncomfortable, I notice that my posture is like I'm having anxiety. And if I put my shoulders down, immediately I feel better.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh my God, like I do this. And if I let go, I already feel a little better.
Absolutely.
Posture
Is everything.
Yes.
Yes. It's even scientifically proven for men specifically.
I'm sorry, that was really hard to explain.
No, that's amazing. Yeah. As you stand up, legs right apart, obviously chest up, you get like a 20% testosterone increase just from doing that 2.5 minutes a day. It's phenomenal. Your posture knows through your body that you are of higher status, that you're okay, that you're safe. Because what's happening when you're not safe? You're nervous, your head's down, right?
Right.
Same with your breath. Yeah, with your breath, why do I tell you to inhale and then exhale through your mouth? When you exhale slowly through your mouth, that signals to your nervous system that you're safe, you're good, right? Because what happens when we're anxious, nervous? Our breathing rates upregulate. They start getting a little more faster, more rapid. Yeah. So that's
that's something that I noticed. And also like, because I used to be afraid of driving on freeways. if I grab the steering wheel like this,
Yeah.
I feel that something is gonna happen. But if I grab it from down here, we're cruising.
Yes.
Is this
That association that like I have to be more in control, more stiff to,
so when
brace myself versus
I start feeling uncomfortable, I'll move my arms. And
yeah.
it's crazy.
It's a lot of these simple
But
tricks.
it is a posture. It is something that maybe our body's like more used to.
Yeah.
And yeah, de-association. I guess like that's the message for today. Like de-associate from whatever that fear is and getting better at feeling comfortable being uncomfortable.
Exactly. And just getting in your head and working with yourself. Be patient with yourself. Don't be mad when you have a bad day. Love, be grateful, and accept who you are. That way you can get further in your journey, right? How was hypnosis?
It was, I think I'm going to have to do more of those. So I hope you guys enjoyed the whole video. I know we can talk forever because we didn't touch at all on like attraction and relationships. Maybe next time.
Too many topics.
But if they want to find you, where can they find you?
Just find me Alex Sims, ALECKSYMS, anywhere. Trademark.
And TikTok is the same?
Alex Sims, everywhere. Website, whatever you want.
There you go. Well, thank you so much.
Of course.
Probably going to be seeing you soon.
Yes, you'll be seeing me soon. That was a lot of fun.
Let us know what you like here. Please subscribe, comment, and like. And if you have any questions, then I will tag you so you can respond.
Amazing. Perfect.
Yes.
Awesome, guys. Thank you.
Next one.
Bye, guys.